What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some Call of Duty World War II gameplay, just because, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2021 in this video, and as we all know, Call of Duty 2021 is going to be designed by Sledgehammer Games, and also World War II that you're watching right here is made by Sledgehammer Games as well, so I thought, since we're going to be talking about Sledgehammer, we might as well, play a game that they've made in the past. And sadly, I do not own Advanced Warfare. I tried to get the free version of Advanced Warfare, but I was never able to, actually get my money's worth for it, and because I don't want to pay for Advanced Warfare. And also, there's a free version, but like I said, I just can't get it to download or anything like that. So, World War II is the next best option, but I think you guys will truly, really enjoy the gameplay today. But the best part about going back and playing an older Call of Duty game is the fact that all of them are so much better when it comes to how thick the skill-based matchmaking is. Now, we all pretty much know this. In the prime of a Call of Duty game, the skill-based matchmaking is always going to be the thickest it can possibly be. So when you bounce back to all the previous Call of Duty games, things like Black Ops 4, World War II, all the jetpack CODs, Ghost, any Call of Duty game that you could think of that came before Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, skill-based matchmaking is going to be tuned down tremendously because Activision has no purpose in making sure that everybody has a completely equal experience. They don't care anymore. Once the money is gone, once they know that the new game is out and everybody's going to move over to that, spend their money in the store, spend their money on microtransactions, stuff like that, they no longer care about the previous people in any of the other games. They can go out and it's a free-for-all at that point. So if you're looking for a very casual experience, if you're tired of competing 24/7, by all means, try out some of these older games, especially Call of Duty World War II. I don't really shout out this game enough in all my videos, but seriously, I used to hate World War II, but the more you play it, honestly, it's a blast right now. I don't know how it is on console, but on PC, it's hard to find lobbies. You might get into the same lobby multiple games in a row because nobody's online, but at the end of the day, there's not too many competitive players playing this game, and it's just an enjoyable experience. But let's push World War II and all the past Call of Duty games aside for a little bit. Specifically today, I want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Modern Warfare combined when it comes to the competition that we have to deal with when it comes to public matches. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, JB, another rant video about skill-based matchmaking. All you do is complain about skill-based matchmaking. What, are you not good enough to compete with people of your own skill level? And, I don't really care about versing people of my own skill level. The majority of all the gameplays that you guys are watching are me versing people of my own skill level. But the main problem is that my teammates can't back me up. You see, like I said, I don't mind competition. I can go ahead and compete against people of my own skill level. I used to thrive to do that. I used to play competitive matches, GBs, money wagers, 24/7, especially back in Infinite Warfare. I loved competing for money in Infinite Warfare. I'm a very competitive player. It's just my nature. But when I go to pub matches, I don't really expect that same competitive playstyle. Coming from a player who does branch out a little bit, even though I have been a very hardcore Call of Duty fan for a very large portion of my life, but when I branch out and I go play games like CSGO and Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, very competitive shooters, it's a reason why there's a ranked section and there's a casual section. If I'm hopping on and it's like 5 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm awake, I'm alert, I'm ready to put in some work, I'm going to go ahead and play ranked. My mind is ready. I'm ready to compete against people of my own skill level. And on top of that, they give me good teammates as well, because when you go into a ranked playlist, they base everybody in the lobby has to be based off of the same skill. And then, of course, if you're tired, you had a long day, maybe a long day at class, a long day at work, who knows what you're going through. I understand a lot of people have very hard lives and you have a lot of stuff to hustle. That's why I make these commentaries and these videos about skill-based matchmaking, because I try to make your guys' lives just a tad bit easier, even though my voice isn't that big, but there's other commentators out there like Blame Truth, Thunder, the Dynamite. There's a lot of Call of Duty commentators out there who are trying to resolve this issue in Call of Duty. But as I was saying, if it's like 2 in the morning or something like that, long day of work, you come on to Rainbow Six Siege and there's a casual playlist. So you're not forced to go ahead and sweat. And yes, on the occasion, there are going to be some douchebags that go into casual because they're too ass to go into ranked and, verse people of their own actual competitive level. So they go to casual to pub stomp all the people who are, like I just said, 2 in the morning, exhausted, just want to hop on and play a couple of games of, an FPS game of any type and play in the casual. So yes, there are going to be the occasional douchebags who are going to ruin the experience. But at the end of the day, the mass majority of the matches, at least for my experience of playing Rainbow Six Siege since it's been released, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege since the day it launched. From my experience, when I play casual, it is truly casual. It lives up to its name. Now, when I go over to the Call of Duty side, the ultimate casual shooter. Let me remind you guys, Call of Duty is the ultimate casual shooter. When you think of a casual game in the FPS genre to be specific, you think of Call of Duty. But sadly, as we all know, that has changed drastically and pub matches have been completely ruined. There's no such thing as casual anymore, which is kind of sad because for some reason, these developers, I don't know if it's the developer's fault or if it's the publisher's fault, but a lot of people nowadays think that FPS games are not allowed to be casual. Every FPS game you possibly think of has to be competitive now. If it involves a weapon and your accuracy has to be good, it has to be competitive. And every game is pushing that. But like I said, the difference between the other games and Call of Duty is other games still have a ranked and a casual playlist compared to Call of Duty where everything you play is ranked. So nowadays when you hop on Call of Duty to get, a match or two in, just to have a little casual experience, you're more than likely not going to enjoy what you play. And it doesn't really matter what KD you have. You could be a negative KD player. You could be a neutral KD player holding a nice average 1 KD. You could be above average with a 2 KD. You could be an outstanding player with a 3+ KD. It doesn't matter how good of a player you are. Everybody's going to run into the same situation. You're going to lobby up into a pub match. You're going to be put up against a full 5 stack, maybe even a full 6 stack of players. And even if that's not the case, maybe it's just a full random lobby of players. Nobody's in party at all. I guarantee you, especially for the players who are like me, people who are averaging almost like a 3+ KD in this game, so you're definitely above average to really good at the game. You're going to be put with all the players who need assistance. You see what I'm saying? If it's a full lobby of players and it's like, let's say I'm averaging a 3 KD. There's like 3-4 other players in that lobby who have like a 2+ KD and the rest are 1 and negative KDs, right? They're going to put me on all the teammates with negative KDs, and like I said, there's 4 people with 2 KDs, they are all going to be on the other team. Why? Why is that? I mean, maybe they'll give me 1 of the 2 KDs, but they're going to give me the lowest 2 KD out of the full bunch of 4. And why is that? Because for some reason, the game is calculating my score. I'm averaging almost 1,000 score per minute, almost a 3 KD. They're going to think, oh, this kid must be really good. He can carry a full 6-man party, right? He can easily carry, but that's not the case. That is an impossible task, no matter what game you play, no matter how good of a player you are. And I'm a Slayer player. I like to slay. I'm the type of person who picks up the streaks. I help out, kill the enemies off OBJ, and then I use my streaks to help our team capture OBJs. So when I have to step out of my slaying ability and go to OBJ, that's when it gets all screwed up. Because the people who are playing like trash, obviously, the people who are going negative in the game, those are the ones that need to play OBJ. That's why I never understand. I get a lot of comments saying, JB, you're so bad. You don't play any OBJ, but that's not how COD works. The people who can't get kills are the people who go and capture the OBJ. The people who do get kills, you don't sacrifice your life for the OBJ. No, you keep getting kills, then you use the streaks to capture the OBJ. That's just how it works. That's how it's always worked in Call of Duty. That's how competitive COD works. There's Slayers and OBJ players. That's just the simple fundamentals of COD. But back to the whole topic here. They're going to put me on the full team of negative KD players, and they're going to just group all the 2 KD players on the other team, and guess what the outcome is? Yes, I can average, I can hold my own, I'm going to top the leaderboard, and I'm going to go positive. But at the end of the day, it's going to be an awful experience. All those negative KD players are going to get stomped out. The whole enemy team is going to get never-ending streaks. They're obviously going to win the game because they got never-ending streaks. And guess who has to suffer? Me. And guess who else has to suffer? All the negative KD players as well, because the game, for some strange reason, the algorithm said, oh, this one individual can carry a full stack of negative KD players, so this should be an easy matchup. But it's not. Those people are going to have an awful experience. And honestly, skill-based matchmaking isn't helping them at all. It's doing the opposite of what Activision wants them to do. Activision is trying to protect the noobs, to make them enjoy the game more and spend more money in the store. But in reality, they're putting all the noobs on a single player who has a good KD's team, and they all get stomped because the game is relying on that one individual to carry a 6-man party. You see, if I had teammates who are also competent enough to hold their own and engage in gunfights without dying 24/7 play OBJ, I wouldn't be making this commentary right now. I would have never made a skill-based matchmaking commentary. It would have been fine. At this point, I've kind of accepted that skill-based matchmaking is going nowhere. And if you want to play Call of Duty, you're just going to have to simply accept it and just get really sweaty at the game. It's never going anywhere. Activision is making millions, if not billions of dollars off this skill-based matchmaking system, so it's never going anywhere. So we just have to get used to it. But the problem is that the system is flawed. It's tremendously flawed to the point where it ruins everyone's experience. They need to be able to balance out the teams. And at this point, pubs, or the skill-based matchmaking and pub matches, is so bad that I recommend you guys just go play League play. Seriously, go play any competitive mode, because at least when you go play League play, not only is all the cheese removed from the game, it's none of the bullcrap that really pisses you off when you play Black Ops Cold War, but at the same time, it is going to guarantee you that you'll at least have half-decent teammates. Because in League play, they calculate everybody's score. League play is a little bit more different than pub matches. Pub matches, they calculate your score. They try to get a bunch of people in the lobby, in the same lobby as you, with the same scores. And then they generate the teams. And then, like I said, if they see that I'm the top player, they're like, oh, this guy, he's really good. Well, they think he's really good. They don't know how I actually play. They go off of numbers, you see? They don't go off of your actual gameplay. They go off of strictly numbers. So they see your numbers and like, oh yeah, he can carry a full 5-man right now. Let him go at it. That's the difference. Pub matches will force you to do that. League play, they won't. They'll get a bunch of people with the same skill bracket in league play, and they'll distribute them equally on both teams. So you will have good players, and the enemy team will have good players. And yes, sometimes you'll get stomped. Sometimes you'll stomp them, but at the end of the day, it's a fair fight, and if you lose, you know it's because your team didn't communicate, you didn't know how to work the map good enough, and you just simply weren't good enough to beat the other team. But if you're going to throw me into a pub match and make me feel like an absolute trash player, because let's be honest here, I'm not the only person who suffers from this. A lot of other players suffer from this. They think they're bad at the game. They think they're trash cans now, and they're thinking to themselves, I was just nuking people. I was just dropping insanely high kill games in all the previous Call of Duty games. Why in God's name am I not doing anything right now? Why am I getting stomped? And I'm telling you right now, it's because of the team. People always think that being a one-man army, it will work. But you have to understand, no matter what game that you play, if you're not playing free-for-all, you have to make sure that you're working with your team. It's just how it works. If your team is bad, they're going to weigh you down as well. That's why nowadays when I play on stream, and if you guys want to catch me live stream, I do that every single day, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on Twitch. But every time I stream, I at least have a 3-man party, maybe even a 4-man party, because even I don't even care if you guys are amazing. Like I said, I don't even mind just knowing that I can choose the players that are at least competent enough to hold in their own gunfights is good enough for me. Then, you know, Activision picking out random people across the globe to force me to carry. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous at this point. It's killing what Call of Duty used to be, and it will continue to go downhill. Call of Duty will never be resolved. Call of Duty will never be fixed. As long as skill-based matchmaking is in the mix, players are just going to get salty with the game. Now, yes, Call of Duty will thrive on. People will still purchase the game. People will still play the game. It's Call of Duty, let's be honest here. But, I mean, for a lot of the hardcore fans who have been playing this game for a very long time, it's very noticeable. You know, it's extremely noticeable how thick the skill-based matchmaking is, especially for me personally after hopping to different games, going over to games like Squad, Insurgency, Sandstorm, you know, like I said, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield is a perfect example as well. All of these games, I played many games. Like I said, I took almost a month plus, 2-month break from playing Call of Duty to play those games, and I've never been in one sweaty lobby. I might have been in a couple of sweaty lobbies, but it was always fair and balanced. It was never like Call of Duty where it's me, a bunch of 5 people who have negative KDs versus a full party of 2+ KDs on the other team. It was never that situation. But guys, I'm going to call the commentary quits there. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so, at Twitter and at Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And last but not least, if you catch your live streams of video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.